Здравейте, приятели! Аз съм Елена Розберг от tripleeye.bg и E.Y.E. При мен, за да отговори на няколко въпроса, е новия вокалист на Ричи Blackmore's Rainbow, Рони Ромеро. What is your wildest dream in terms of musical career?
Actually, I don't know. It's I'm just living day by day. You know, it's when you come from unknown name and becoming a known person for the rock fans, like happens to me since I start to work with Richie. I think the best thing that you can do is just living the day and enjoy and feel the love from the fans and then see what happens in the future. I don't have any plan to.
I guess it has something to do with your native country, Chile, this way of thinking, to accept good things in life as they happen, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, probably from the country, but I think the most is from my family because I grew up in a family of musicians, so I know how hard is work in the musician world, you know. My father was a singer, my mother used to play the guitar, my brother was a drummer, my grandfather was a saxophonist. So I know how is it. And when you get some success, I think the best thing that you can do is just enjoy, not just because of you, just because the fans and because of your family too, because obviously when you start to work in the music industry, you need to do a lot of sacrifices in terms of time, in terms of, you know, you're traveling all the time, sometimes you miss important dates in your family with your kid. And I'm just doing this just because I love it and just enjoying and do it for my family. I think it's because of the family.
Which was your first musical instrument?
I think the first instruments that I started to work with was the piano when I was, I don't know, maybe 5 or 7 years old. And then I started to sing, and then I tried with some floats and trumpets and saxophones because my grandfather was a saxophonist. So I remember that I used to have a lot of instruments in my house. Actually, I grew up with a drum kit in my room because my brother was a drummer. So I don't remember exactly which one was, but I remember a kind of a music life since I was a kid.
Okay, I guess that's why your son is ready to become a drum star, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for sure he has some musical skills. But I think it's because he grew up in the same way that me, you know, listening to my music all the time and seeing me rehearsing and seeing me on the YouTube or whatever. So yeah, he has some skills. He loves to drums and he loves to sing, but we will see in the future.
Who's your greatest fan?
For sure my kid. Yeah, for sure, yeah.
And your wife?
Yeah, my wife is a very important part of my career because besides the family commitment, you know, it's my wife and she takes care of my kid the most of the time because I'm not at home, and she's my manager too, so she takes some care of my professional career too. So it's probably the most important person to me.
How's to work with Richie Blackmore? Is it frightening or
No, not at all.
satisfying?
Yeah, it's not at all. I mean, it's obviously you had this idea of Richie because I'm a big fan of Richie Blackmore too since I was a kid. My father introduced me to Deep Purple and Rainbow music when I was a kid. So obviously you had this idea that Richie is a very hard person or whatever. But anyway, I think it's the last 4 years that I was working with Richie. We never had any issue, nothing. I was just nice people there. Richie's a nice person. He treated me well from the very beginning. So we are friends in a way because we work together and everything is cool with Richie.
Who's your favorite voice of all times, generally speaking?
That's a hard question because I have a couple. Yeah, in terms of hard rock music and melodic music, probably Steve Perry is my favorite. And
very similar, no, good taste.
But probably in terms of show, like a showman, probably Freddie Mercury is the best to me.
Did you watch this Bohemian Rhapsody movie?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
No, I
you have
didn't.
to.
I didn't. Yeah, I know, but I don't have time to do it.
Yeah,
So
I guess,
I hope to have the time to sing.
Have you ever been tempted to sing some Freddie Mercury song?
Yeah, actually, I used to. I used to have a Queen cover band in Madrid, and once in a year, every year we do a kind of a big event with Mercury Friends Trust, which is the foundation that Freddie Mercury did for the fight against AIDS. And the Hard Rock Cafe, we used to do a event doing Queen songs to get some money for the foundation. So yeah, most of the time I do some Queen songs.
And your favorite Queen song?
Well, there is a bunch of songs that I love it, yeah, but probably not the most known songs. Obviously, Bohemian Rhapsody and all this, Don't Stop Me Now or whatever. But I like the more hard rock songs like Tie Your Motor Down or Hammer to Fall, that kind of songs, yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Do you see any good hope in contemporary music, rock music or pop music?
Yeah, it is. There is some bunch of good bands. I saw it. Yeah. I saw it all the time on the festivals and the shows and every festival around the world. You can see a bunch of nice bands doing a good job. The only thing is that they don't have the proper attention from the media, you know. So by now it's really hard to have success if you don't be in the mainstream, you know. But I remember there is a band I think they're from Sweden. They call Crazy Leaks.
If you have a chance to put something on billboard, like text or picture, what would you put it or published on billboards?
Really close to my house there is a small club, and they play a lot of rock music. And there is a lot of young bands doing really cool stuff. So if I can put a picture, I will put up for sure a picture of a very young band. I'm talking about, I don't know, maybe 17 years old band kind of. This is like Greta Van Fleet did.
Oh yeah.
You know, that kind of bands that the people need to know. Because I know maybe we have too much AC/DC, Scorpions, and Rainbow, and we have too much of that information. So we need to put some fresh faces on the billboard for sure.
And where did you search for your personal treasures?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very passionate with astronomy.
Really?
Like
you
Brian May.
Brian May?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, the astronomy was one of my dreams to studying like a career, but I couldn't make it.
It's not too late.
No, obviously not. Actually, I have my telescope in my home, so I have a perfect view in Madrid to do some searching and like a stargazer, you know, and search from the stars and moon and everything. So I like it. I like that kind of things.
Okay, thank you very much. Would you please say something in Spanish?
In Spanish? Wow. To the fans?
Viewers, yeah, for the ladies.
Okay.
It's very sexy, I guess,
okay.
in Spanish.
Okay. Muchas gracias a toda la gente de Bulgaria y nos vemos mañana y cuando sea. Un beso.
And in English, what does it mean?
Thank you very much to the fans and see you soon and hope to see you a few times in the future. Kisses.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
It was a pleasure.